Walking from Pine Ellis Hostel over to Mills Market for breakfast. And I'll be back on the trail before you know it. I had to wade and rock hop that in my little Berks, and got sand and everything. But we're going, and I'm on the trail. Andover Food Pantry. Oh, free food. We're at Andover, Maine. And there's Mike's shuttle card. Mike brought me here and took me away from here the other day. So Mike and I are acquaintances. He's famous in this town. He knows everybody. I think this is the biggest climb of the day. Old Blue. And it's just starting, and it's going right on up there. Started at 7:50, so let's see what time it'll get up to the top. A little climbing aid right here. Appreciate it. The next plateau along Old Blue. Again, you can see the windmills off in the distance, and they're turning. Isn't that amazing? Still going up Old Blue, and right up through there somewhere. I'll be there in a minute. Again, the climb up Old Blue, going right straight up through there, and it hasn't been too bad. It just, you got step to step, unlike some places where you got big slab rock. And this is easier, I think. But I'm getting it. I'll probably see some slab before I get to the top. Still climbing Old Blue, and there's the view down. That's the road we came in on right down there. And I've climbed up this far. Lake and windmills. And it's a beautiful day. I've had a good long trek, maybe a quarter mile so far, through the woods here. And that's pretty rare in Maine. And I'll take all of it I can get. So we'll see how we do. We'll be to the top in another hour, maybe. About halfway up now. Oh, feels good. I'm closer to the top of Old Blue than I ever dreamed. I thought I was below 2,500 feet. Actually, I'm past 2,500 feet, 1,000 feet from the top, and moving right on up. This is easy compared to what I've done, but I hate to say that because it could make me pay for it. Right up there through the trees is what must be the top of Old Blue, and maybe a mile away. And I'll be there in a little bit. On the top of Old Blue here, elevation 3,600 feet. Wind gusting. I thought we would be above tree line, but these trees are knocking a little wind off of me. So I'm gonna head on up trail. This is easily forgotten. He and I have been talking politics for the last hour, and he's still got a smile on his face. I think that's because he's laughing at me. But we've had fun.
We haven't come to blows.
And we're heading on down the trail, but I want to easily forgotten. I don't want to forget him. Right now, I've got one of my problems with my system here is I've got to eat. I'm 2 miles from Bemis Mountain, and they don't have no picnic tables here. And it's tough to get a place where you can sit down and take your stove out and squat down and cook, and then to be able to stand up after you've done this, it's a problem. Look at this mushroom. Isn't that neat? There's my bagel and spam and cheese and butter and about 1,000 calories right there. And I've cooked it right here, and there's just not a good place to sit. I found a rock I could sit on and enjoy my lunch here. So I'm going to get back at it. I think we're going up. Way up there. Just back up the way, I was looking for a place to have my picnic lunch. And I had to sit on a rock and cook on a rock. And just less than a quarter mile away was a bench that I could have set up and cooked on and had a wonderful view. We'll move over here and get a little better view of the view. Isn't that something? I'm having fun on the Appalachian Trail, and going to move on. Looks like it's 7.3 to the highway, and I've come 6, and it's, I don't know, afternoon. I think I'll be surprised if I make it 7.3 today, but I'm still trying. And Bemis Stream Trail, old railroad bed, Maine Highway 17, 6.1 miles. And it's 7.3 up there. I could cheat. .3 it says to the highway, and lean-to's 1.7, and I don't want to go to the highway, and I don't want to stop at the lean-to. So we'll see what I do. Look out through there. It's the lake down there, Rangeley Lake, I'm sure, and it's all over. And I don't know where we're going tonight, but we're on the road. There's Rangeley Lakes. We're up overlooking. It's all around here. Pretty high up. Having fun on that Appalachian. Nicely wooded area and roots to slip around on, and maybe you can see how it is to walk through this, but this is a very easy little stretch here for not very far probably. but better put this down. About a mud hole, but we'll traverse on through it. And what I wanted to record was out here in the woods anyway. Look at this. It's not worth the trip up here. Beautiful. Mud hole. That's what this whole country is. Just walking out here. Look at this. Just a beautiful place to be. And we've got a beautiful day to be here. There's a blaze on that rock. Somebody could have done a better job, I think. Seems like I'm just wandering around up here. But there's a cairn, I think. So I guess I'm on the trail. Maybe I'm not. But it looks like it goes right through here. And there's a cairn. A little bit of one anyway. Right out through here. I'm moving on. Up here on the top, you've got this beautiful little path through the rocks. And as soon as you step off the edge of the rocks, you're in a bog that's going to get your feet wet, looks like. We're going to see. I'm leaving out of Bemis Mountain, and it's kind of late, 7:30 I think, or a little after. And, but I'm moving. That's a cairn of sorts. That's the trail markers up here on these flat rocks. Another one right up here. I think the big cairns are there to mark people trail when it snows about 2 or 3 feet deep, and got a little bump up here. They're just little cairns. That one, and then there's one over there. It's cool. Another one right in front of it. I better get off here and walk. I want to get out of here today. On South Bemis, I think, or Little Bemis or something. But there we've got a view. Isn't this neat? Worked hard to get here. This is Bemis Mountain. It's not the second peak yet. Evidently I'm a little short of that, but it's got a view, and that's something. Having fun on the Appalachian Trail, knee pain and all. I think right there is where I came to see the blaze on the cairn, just right down through there. And we go right off over here and right past that little cairn there and right up there somehow. Be there in a minute. Here's Bemis Mountain, and across the way there you can see a road. I can zoom in on it, yeah. That's where I'm heading today, I think. Bemis Mountain, second peak, elevation 2915. Mountains are getting shorter. They're not getting any easier. Bemis Mountain lean-to 1.3, and the Highway 17 is 3.1. We're 3.1 miles ahead. Let's get on with it, having fun. From Bemis Mountain, second peak, let's look around here a minute. There's the Rangeley Lakes down there, and just all solid rock up there. There's some more north. That's the trail, but I believe it requires a detour. See what I can do. Walking along here on Bemis Mountain. It's a crazy little hiking around rocks, and there's a pile of rocks. And there's another pile. Maybe I'm on the trail here. try it. Look out through there. It's a beautiful place. And there's a blaze. Oh me. There we are. We're heading down here, and it's going to be pretty steep down, I'm sure, and then pretty steep up to the road over there. It said 3 miles back here, so let's see what we can do. I was told a while ago that this is the stream that Taylor and the hamster hiker backed off from and walked out on the dirt road up the hill here a year ago. And I don't see no way right here for me to get across, so better scout a little bit. Had she got across that one, she surely wouldn't have made this one, unless this is the one. But I don't think she could have traversed that one back there if the way it's running today. Anyway, I'm moving up to 17. I've got less than a mile to go, and be on out of here. This is the 5th stream bed that I have crossed in this little valley, and probably a couple 100 yards, no more. See if I can get across this. But don't look like there's anything here. But when it gets enough to fill this up, there'd be some crazy stuff going on down here. Oh me, there's a blaze, and there's another one. Got one more. What's that make it 6? Crazy. I passed another stream back there, bigger, smaller than this, but this would be rocking and rolling where those others were running. My goodness. I'm sitting here at takeout at the road, Highway 17, looking back across Bemis Mountain over there at all those rocky things that I came down across. I guess that's all, probably every bit of that. On up through there. Interesting. Sitting here looking at where I've been the last couple of days, and probably from up there, the tallest mountain, all the way down to here, down in this ravine between these two. I've always laughed when I hear people say the Kinsmans are no joke. You know, Mount Washington's no joke. Madison, the Wildcats, no joke. Ain't nothing funny in the whole state of Maine, if you want to know my opinion. But I'm still plugging at it, so that's the joke, is that I'm here. What the hell am I doing here? There's Rangeley Lakes, and there's Bemis Mountain. And my ride's gonna be here in just a minute, I hope. that pretty? Black-eyed Susan, maybe, or little goldenrod. Right out onto the lake. Now I ought to be out there in a canoe somewhere, teaching somebody in Maine how to canoe. See, people up here got two ends on their paddles. Don't know what that's about. This is where I'm staying when I'm in Rangeley, and isn't this a nice place?